Brian told you about it minutes ago, but some neighbors near a Chandler dog park want it gone. They're suing the city to get the park near Alma School and Warner shut down. They say the noise and smell are overwhelming, but not everyone in the area agrees. Some really love having the dog park. Now at 9, what do you think? Would you live with a dog park in your neighborhood, or do you side with the people who want this one gone?
All right, let's get to your comments. Noel Rosen writes, shut down the dog parks. Why should they have parks and not the cats?
Okay. Well, Lou Warren says, I love having one available and appreciate them, as do my dogs. I hope I don't bother anyone.
And John Patterson asked, what's a poor dog to do? They can't bowl or go to the bars.
I mean, really, it comes down to the responsibility of the dog owner.
Yeah.
I mean, the parks, obviously, folks have their gripes, but if you are a responsible dog owner, you pick up after your pup, then, you know, the smell is going to be eliminated or at least reduced greatly.
That's the key.
Absolutely.
Exactly.
And this park has been around since 2000, so 11 years now. You know, if you moved in after this park was built, hey, you knew it was there.
But, you know, then some argue, why should I be forced to have this in my backyard? And that's a question. You know, if you're not a dog owner, then you could have, you know, issue with it because you don't want to be having a neighbor as a dog barking and whatnot.
Right.
Maybe they could put time limits on it. Maybe you have to be out of the park at a certain time so as not to mess with neighbors.
That's a good idea. And I think some actually do institute, you know, time frames. But, you know, bottom line, if that park is not maintained, you know, the dog waste is not disposed of properly and there is a bad smell, that is a problem.
Yeah, and Luca Blue on Facebook says, people in Chandler are old and isolated. They need to relax.
Hey, I live in Chandler.
I
live
do
very
too.
close to a
I
dog
do
park.
too.
I think they're great. But Dee Ebersol writes, she says, I wish there was a dog park I could take my dogs to. The closest one's about 5 miles, and I have no car, so I would have to walk them there in the heat.
Sarah Leonard says, I love our dog park. It's not loud. It doesn't smell unless you're standing next to a pile of, you know, dog stuff. People always want something to complain about.
Yeah, Frankie Garcia says, close that park.
And Sherry Wallace says, doesn't the park have hours of operation? Indeed they do, and I don't remember them offhand, but they follow a similar schedule to the city parks.
Okay.
Well, Peggy Lee Miller writes, a few Fountain Hills residents resisted having a dog park here, but it went in and is now the most used park in town. Both dogs and their owners love it. I never notice any smell there because the owners pick up after their dogs. That right there is key.
Yeah, you really do have to be responsible dog owners, even if you're walking just in the neighborhood, not just in a park.
You carry your bags with you?
Just in the neighborhood, be responsible dog owners.
You know, and a lot of the cities really make it easy for you to be a good pet owner. They have those little dispensaries just out on the city streets.
My neighborhood has them at every corner, you know.
Those little doggy bags, little
Give a
poop bags.
bag, take a bag.
That's right.